KJAGs, I'm Lily and welcome back. I hope you all had a great break. Today's a day 2 and it's October 12th. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back, Jags. We're excited to have you back on campus. This is Mr. Randall. I want to go over a couple of our expectations as we get back into our school routine with you today. First, I want to talk about some changes that we've made to our Tardis policy. But first, just want to make you aware of some reminders. We always walk with purpose. You'll hear us say that in the hallway. When you leave your class, walk to your next class, get from point A to point B so you can get yourself ready. Our classes are only 60 minutes long, so we need every minute that we can in our classes so that we can get all the instruction to you that we can. Please, please, please walk in the hallways. Stay safe. Please do not run. Make sure you're going to your classes so that you don't need to run. But just be safe in those hallways and walk, please. Food does not ever go into classrooms. If you have food at lunch or before school or you're having a snack in between classes, that's totally fine. But we ask you, please make sure you clean up after yourself. Make sure all your trash is in the trash before you go to class. Do not take your slushies. Do not take your food into class with you. We want to help keep our campus looking beautiful and take care of our stuff. Also, use the bathroom during passing period. That's fine, but it's not an excuse to be late to class. If you know it's going to take you extra time, make sure you're talking with your teachers. Let your teachers know where you're going so that you can work that out with them. They will go over some more expectations specific to the Tardis policy for their classes with you. And that's a great time to ask questions if you have any. Consequences have changed a little bit this quarter. We want to make sure you're aware of that. The first and second time that you're late to a class, your teacher's going to talk with you. They're going to have a conversation so you can figure out a plan so that you're getting to class when you need to be on time to your classes. The third time, they're going to contact your family by phone and talk to them about making sure that you're getting to class on time. After that, from 4, 5, 6, and beyond that's when you're going to start getting consequences for being tardy to class. The fourth time, you're going to receive some lunch detentions from Ms. Blatt if you are tardy to class. She's going to talk with you, come up with a strategy, some plans to help you get to class on time. Hopefully we don't get to 4. Hopefully we don't get to 5. Then you're getting lunch detention and after school detention. Reminder, if you're an athlete and you have after school detention, that means you're not going to be able to go to practice, which means you also cannot go to games, and it will impact your eligibility. If you get 6 tardies to a class, that's when you're going to sit down with an administrator. That's me, Miss Kelly, or Miss Stewart. You're going to talk to us when your parents are going to talk with us, and we're going to figure out some more severe strategies, some other ways that we can help make sure you're getting to your classes on time. You're also going to get in-school suspension, and you're going to receive a conduct referral at that time. Please, please, please don't get to that point. When your teachers are giving you those or talking to you about getting to class on time, if you're having trouble, talk with them. Let your teachers know what they can do to help you get to class on time so that you don't find yourself receiving lunch detentions, after school detentions, or in-school suspensions. Also want to remind you about some cell phone policies that we have here at Anderson. These are Anderson and CUSD, Chandler Unified School District policies regarding cell phone policy. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. We've come in and we've talked to you in your classes. You can look this over. But basically, using your cell phones on campus is a privilege. We ask you to use them for the purposes that they are meant for and not be using them inappropriately at school. Reminder, while it's becoming increasingly popular for students to post material on social media, please be aware if that material posted either at home or at school is viewed as inappropriate, harassment, or disruptive to the educational environment, students will be subject to disciplinary action. You can see the discipline can go anywhere from a conference, which is a conversation, potentially to some more severe suspensions and expulsions, depending on what the infraction is. We don't want you to get there. We want to make sure you're being appropriate with those cell phones at all time. We came in and we talked to you about this as well, things that you can do with your cell phones in school. We're going to talk more about that here in a moment, but there's lots of positive things we want you to use those cell phones for. There's also things that we don't want you to use them for. Obviously, be positive, be respectful with your technology at all times. We sum it up this way. You can use your cell phone before school, after school, at lunch, and in your classroom when the teacher has given you permission. You cannot use your cell phones in the bathrooms or locker rooms at any time. If a teacher or a staff member sees you with a cell phone in those locations, we're going to take it from you, and it'll go to the office. Hallways during class time, if you are in class, that cell phone should not be out with you when you're walking to the bathroom. That cell phone needs to stay in your backpack, put away, silent, so that it's not getting you in trouble. When you use the restroom in class, we want you to go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, and get back to class. We don't want you getting lost and getting caught in your text messages or scrolling social media. We want you to get back to class. Also, you can't use them in class. If they're out in class and your teacher has not given you permission, your teacher is going to take your cell phone from you. The first time your family's contacted and your phone's going to go to the office, you can get it at the end of the day. If it happens again, it's going to be taken to the office again, and an adult family member has to come pick it up. And then the third time that you have an infraction with our cell phone policy, you will not be able to use your cell phone on campus until you have a meeting with an administrator. It's becoming increasingly popular to follow these TikTok challenges. So we want to talk to you about that for a moment as well. JAGs show pride in our school. That is part of our core values. That's what we're about. The S stands for show pride in our school. As we started talking with you more about this in September, our Devious Licks challenge got much better. You guys really took ownership of those bathrooms and did a better job of showing pride in our school and taking care of our items. So we're going to ask you to keep doing that. This month in October, the Slap the Teacher challenge will not be tolerated. It will result in some serious discipline, and we just want you not to even get yourself tied up with that. Discipline for following the Slap Your Teacher challenge will result in assault. Assault is intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causing any physical injury to another person, intentionally placing another person in reasonable apprehension of imminent physical injury, knowingly touching another person with the intent to injure, insult, or provoke such person. The consequences for this range from suspension all the way up to expulsion. At minimum, it will result in 10 days of off-campus suspension, and there will be a mandatory police report and possible police investigation. We are not taking this lightly. We want you to be respectful to all staff members at all times, and we know that you guys can do that. So please, please, please do not get yourself tied up with these TikTok challenges. Instead, we want to offer you a separate challenge. Every month, we want to throw out a challenge to you to start posting things on social media using our hashtag JAGs. Tag our school in your post on Instagram and Facebook. In October, we want you to come up with a cool handshake with your teacher or possibly a foot shake. And Mr. Pacheco is going to talk more about that challenge with you now.
Hey Jags, we all know that you guys love doing TikTok challenges for some reason. So instead of getting in trouble, possibly suspended or expelled, let's make them positive, okay? We talked about giving your teacher a handshake or a foot shake. A lot of you guys, for some reason, for the last year and a half, have been wanting to dab me up. So this is your chance. Get creative, use that mind, and come meet me at my room or outside. I'm in room 35, so if you want to give me a handshake or a foot shake of any kind, I am completely okay with you guys doing that.
My name is Cecilia, and that is all for today's show. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.